Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
On second down, here's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack. Right out of the gate.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back.
Extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And he leads the NFL in receiving yards as we come down the home stretch. Weather may be changing across.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he will take this. the 8-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing left side, it's complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in
on 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. We'll check on his status. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
the 21.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put
and in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive of 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tampa Bay taking on Carolina in the NFC South. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They go play action with Wilson, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to let it go again.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Well, this throw caught left side.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react. That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
You know, at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And going right back to Pittman.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
A good run there on 1st. Leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A handoff for ETN.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's going to go down. can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson going for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. It'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
ETN once more.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to